Hi everyone, my name's Kieran and hopefully soon I'll be the trucking Scotsman. Just a follow up from the last video. Obviously we've passed all the theory tests, fantastic. I just wanted to give you an update on what's the next step. So I've booked my class 2, my week's intensive course. The earliest date they can get that is for the 5th of June. 5th of July, sorry. So it's not that far away, we're only 4 or 5 weeks away. Obviously with just such a high demand after lockdown, because obviously everyone's courses got cancelled, etc. Tests got cancelled, so it's just trying to clear the backlog. So it's going to be July, which I'm totally happy with, to be fair. As I said, I'm not fussed. But what I thought I would do with you is just kind of go through costings with you. You know, how much it's going to cost me, or how much I would have paid for me to do my, everything up to class 1, because that is my plan, is do my class 2 once, hopefully pass my class 2, and then I will move over to redo my class 1, get that booked up, etc. So yeah, so it's great news that we're booked in for the 5th of July. That was with CTTS through in Bathgate, in Scotland, that is, if you don't know what that is. But yeah, so I thought I'd just kind of have that conversation with you, just in case anyone's thinking about doing their class 2 or their class 1, how much roughly it's going to cost. What I done was done a lot of research beforehand. I kind of phoned around a lot of companies just to see how much other companies are costing, and to be fair, don't get me wrong, some companies give you absolutely crazy prices. The reason for that is I think they're brokers, so these guys will also get you a job at the same time. But honestly guys, I do not think it's worth it. If I was you, I would be just going through an independent company who just does the training, and then if you decide to go get a job after that, then you can go to agency, or try find a permanent job through a non-agency. We're just trying to contact companies directly. I honestly don't think it's worth it. A lot of guys I've spoken to say it's definitely not worth going down that route. It's crazy. Like, some of the prices I got was like, $5.5 grand, $6 grand to do, my full class 2 and class 1. And I thought, that's absolutely crazy. There's no way I'm paying that. So yeah, so I decided to go with CTTS, because a lot of good feedback regarding them, and it's not that far away. It's about an hour from where I live. So I thought that was great. So what I'll do is I'll go down the pricing and then explain to you how much it is and how it's went. So first thing you do obviously is you fill your provisional form out and get that sent away. And I'm sure, in top of my head, that, because I done it about just before Christmas, I'm sure it was free to actually send away. 100% I'm sure it definitely was free, because I'm sure I actually sent money thinking you had to pay for it, and they actually sent a cheque back. So 100% I'm sure it's free. So yeah, fill the provisional out, get that sent away, and once you've got that back, then that means you can then go sit your theory and stuff like that. What I done beforehand, when I received that back, my provisional, I booked myself into a medical, because it's legal requirement. You've got to sit a medical before you become an HGV driver, or your theory test, etc. I looked online and stuff like that, what was the best option. Some person told me that the fact is, go to your local GP, but I contacted my local GP and they said they no longer do it. And I contacted another GP just down the village down from me, and they were trying to charge £175 to do a medical, just so they can fill out the medical form, which I think the medical honestly takes 10 minutes. Well, less than that, I'm sure, when I was there. So what I done is I went and jumped online, googled HGV medical, and a company not that far from me was doing them for £55. So £55 is, I thought, happy days. It's a lot better than paying 170 odd quid at your GP, or however they cost. They're all supposedly different. But yeah, £55. It literally just goes up, consists as a questionnaire and an eye test. That's pretty much it. It literally took them 5 minutes, quickly check the eye test, go through the questionnaire, and that was it. So it's a real simple medical, to be fair. So once I passed my medical, I booked my theory tests, which you'll probably see from the last video that I've passed all 3 of them. So the costings for the theory tests is, for your multiple choice, you are £26. For your hazard perception is £11. And I decided to do my CPC at the same time. Now you can do this, I think, after you actually sit your HGV course, I'm sure. However, ideally I wanted to just get my CPC physical module 4, I think you call it, after that. So I sat my CPC and that was £23. So what's that? That is 30, 40, 46, 49, about 50 quid in total. If my maths was right there, 30, 40, yeah, about £50 in total sit my theory test. Now if anyone's out there struggling to get your theory test, you know, have a look around. You know, I had to travel down to England for mine, just across the border, just because I couldn't get a theory test in Scotland anytime soon, which is absolutely crazy. But again, it's just trying to fill all the backlogs they've had since lockdown. Now, so that's the so we've done the medical at 55, we've done the theory, so at £50 in total, and that's if you want to do all 3 of them. But as I said, you can do the CPC later if you want. So the class 2 course, the company I'm going with, they charge for your full class 2 is £1,180. So just shy under £1,200. So I've paid a £200. They ask for a £200 deposit, and then what they do is on the day you turn up and you pay the rest then. So I think it's another 980 or whatever I need to pay on the day, which I was totally happy with. Because I said that was a really reasonable price. You know, don't get me wrong, I've spoken to a few companies regarding the pricing and they're all rough. You know, there's maybe 2 or 3 companies that are all roughly the same, but definitely that is definitely one of the best prices out there that I think that's got the best reviews. Yeah, so 1,180 for your class 2. Now that's if you pass your test. That's the test included. So 4 days learning, Monday to Thursday, and on the Friday, the 5th day, you sit your test. So yeah, hopefully you pass on the day, because then you don't want to then resit. Cause I think the resit for one of these courses is about 270 or 275 on top of my head. I can't remember what it says. So yeah, hopefully you do pass, because they've got a pretty high good pass rate as far as I'm aware. So yeah, just shy under £1,200 to do that. Once you finish that, you'll get asked to send your licence away and stuff like that. I would probably just get them to send it for you, because it'll probably get done a lot faster to get sent back. I think the week after that, you can then they come in to do your CPC. So you need your CPC if you want to actually work with your HGV licence. It's a legal requirement to get a CPC. You have to require to actually work in the UK with that licence. So the CPC separately is £175. That's a day, that's a full day you're there, I'm sure. The HGV course so far is a 1-to-1. It used to be, you know, it was the instructor and one other person, so 2 folk really. The instructor and 2 learners. And the reason it's all changed now, it's just 1-to-1, is just due to COVID. So it's just the instructor and myself. And I've booked in for the afternoon, so from 12 o'clock onwards to 5:30, I'm sure. Monday to Thursday, and then test. And then obviously a chap in the morning or whatever doing their test. So yeah, so your class 2 just 1,180. Your CPC is 175, and then if that all goes well past that, hopefully it does, you then go to your class 1. And now class 1's not that more expensive, to be fair. That's where obviously you can make more money doing your class 1, so it's definitely worthwhile if you're thinking about becoming an HGV driver to look into it. So your class 1 is 1,260. So if I pass my test on that day, I'll just pay the £200 deposit, and then on the day it'll be 1,060, so £1,260 to get my class 1. And hopefully again you pass that, because as I said, if you fail, the resit test is about 275, so it's not cheap to resit the test. So it's worthwhile doing your best and try to be confident on the day to pass it first time. So overall total for the whole kind of process for me, thinking about doing it, then to actually try to get my licence and going through all the courses and stuff like that, the total is £2,730. So just shy under £3,000. But to me, I thought that's fantastic pricing, as I say, compared to some of the companies that are quoting me, you know, 5-6 grand for crazy for your licence, you know. But I would highly recommend going through a company, an independent company, and then if you are going to look for work to do it, definitely just do it that option, because it's, as I said, you're saving yourself, as I said, for it, class 2 and class 1, if you're 5 and 6 grand, you're saving yourself a couple of grand straight off the bat. Just doing it through an independent company like CTTS through Bathgate, and as I said, there is plenty of others, you know, over in Fife, etc., or Glasgow, so definitely just keep your eyes out. But yeah, so I just thought I'd give you an update. So we're booked in for the 5th of July. You now know the costings. And if you've got any questions, just leave a comment. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, hopefully soon I'll be the Scottish truck, the trucking Scotsman. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.